Hi, I'm Bobby Ryan.
And I'm Tyler Ryan. And we are at SeaTac Airport in Seattle right now, about to get on our first airplane in 9 months?
Yeah.
So I'm a little bit apprehensive, actually. First airport experience in 9 months. First, big public outing. We're flying on Alaska Airlines today, and we're going to take you through the airport and take you on board with us as we just experience what it's like to fly during COVID, as we go through our own personal anxieties and excitements.
And I can't even tell sometimes what the differences between anxiety and excitement. Anxiety, though, feels, excitement feels,
Oh, you know what? I remember one person telling me the difference between anxiety and excitement is breath.
Oh. Does feel good to breathe.
So this may be the last time that you see us without masks on, as we'll be donning them as we go into the airport and of course on the airplane. And let's go check it out.
Oh boy, they want me to figure out how to... Oh yeah, I can do this.
Okay, we just dropped off our bags. You can see there's folks behind me. This was the first situation where it's there's not a lot of social distancing here. But everybody is wearing masks. You can see some masks dipping below noses every once in a while. But overall, it's okay. Moving on.
Got the sandwiches, Impossible sausage breakfast sandwiches, and then I just asked where can we go eat and take off our masks, and she named a couple places where there's some chairs, so we're gonna go look and see where those are.
I feel weird about having my mask down right now, so I'm hiding as I eat my sandwich. What is it? The security screening actually has 6-foot markers on the ground, so that's nice. Okay, we just made it through security. Everything was basically the same. There are 6-foot markers on the ground everywhere, so people stay plenty of distance apart from each other. But still, take off your shoes, take off your belt, hats, electronics, everything else felt the same. In some restrooms we've used, urinals have been cordoned off, or stalls are blocked off so that social distancing can happen, but everything's exactly the same. It was actually a little busy in there, so yeah, I would say that was a little bit more sketchy. Bobby, how was the train ride?
It was good. My anxiety's high, especially when we all need to get into a more crowded area, and so it felt a little crowded in there. Couldn't really keep 6 feet of distance, but I could still feel the energy that everybody was being respectful, so that was good. But yeah, it's a very different experience. Feels good.
It's actually cool in the gangplank. Is this the gangplank? Because Bobby's noticed, it definitely warms your body up to wear a mask.
Yes, I'm getting so much hotter.
And it's warm in the airport too. Okay, here we go. And we're way back in the nosebleed seats. always going to be at least one seat empty, and seats are empty behind us. I would say about only half the plane is full, maybe 60% of the plane. So it's very spacious on here right now. It's amazing.
Off my mask to drink my coffee, which is delightful and a little stressful. It's good. It says it's Starbucks, and Starbucks is decent. Can I leave this alone? The normal little teeny bag of peanuts. It's an actual bag of chips. Check mix. Check mix. Anyway. I'm gonna try to relax and just enjoy this. Yeah, it's good. I'm happy. I'm really happy actually. Nice strong punch. A kick in the mouth. You can take off your mask while you're eating. They have a very limited drink and food selection, so the only food available in the economy section is this bag of Chex Mix that Bobby just showed you. Bobby just pointed out also that it feels very clean in our seats here. Everything feels like it's been wiped down. All the pamphlets are new. Just things have more of a little shine to them than they normally do. In between flights, their standard practices are to really thoroughly clean the interior of the plane. They have HEPA air filters, removes 99.9% of airborne contaminants like COVID-19, but I still feel naked without my mask on. Did you know that it's Alaska Airlines policy right now that you can cancel or change your flights without incurring any fees? This has sort of become the norm with all airlines during COVID. It's such an amazing feature. We hope they keep it forever and ever. Okay, so on Alaska right now, within domestic flights, you can have free Wi-Fi that includes free movies and what else? TV shows, and oh yeah, actually I guess the Wi-Fi isn't totally free, but you can log on to their internet and use messaging apps and texting for free, but you can't send photos, it says, through messaging. But I think you can pay for Wi-Fi. So it said internet is $6.50 to rent it, $6.50, but movies and entertainment is included. So that's fun. Turns out though, I didn't bring my headphones, so I guess I'm gonna be old-fashioned and just read. So just before boarding the plane at the airport, we got some picnic items. I'm just having a little lunch right now, so you should think about that. If you're on a longer flight, you might want to bring your own food. Although by the time we post this video, Alaska will now be selling their cheese and the fruit platter, but you have to order it ahead of time. Okay, I gotta start shoving this food in so I can put my mask back on. We're off the plane. That was fabulous.
We made it.
We did.
And I think it felt really good. I mean,
yeah,
it felt pretty darn safe to me.
Yeah, as safe as it can feel right now.
As safe as it can feel.
Yes. I also think it's really important, I want to say, that we're not making this video to try to encourage anybody to travel.
Yeah.
Like, flying or to not or whatever. We put a lot of thought into this, a lot of research, a lot of contemplation, and we decided we were gonna do this even though it's scary.
Yeah, we live in a rural community where everyone wears masks everywhere. And I can imagine that there are people who might watch this and still feel like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you guys are on an airplane.
Yeah.
To the other end of the spectrum of like, we're traveling once a month. It's not that big of a deal. So yeah, there are all sorts of travel experiences happening right now, and we're somewhere in the middle-ish of it. And just deciding that it's important for us to keep moving and be safe as we possibly can. So that's what we're doing, and I think Alaska's done a pretty darn good job.
Yeah.
We're home! All right, so we have a couple of other things to share with you from our return trip that we just didn't record at all. So we're taking this time now to give a little report. First of all, since we've been home, we've been quarantining based on our state's recommendations, which means that we haven't gone to any stores, we haven't hung out with anybody at all, and we just got COVID tests, which came back perfectly clear, thank goodness.
Our return flight from MCO, Orlando Airport, was a little more colorful of an experience. Although it started out at the airport, it was very spacious. We had a super early flight, and it wasn't crowded at all, so that felt really, really good.
One weird thing was that we watched a guy get on the airplane without a mask on. So he went by several staff members without anyone telling him to put on a mask. And we were just a few seats behind him, so we could see him without a mask on the airplane before we took off. And he didn't put it on until after cabin crew made a general announcement to ask all passengers to put on their masks
at least
several times.
2 or 3 times.
2 to 3 times, and
yeah.
then he finally put it on.
Okay, so then when we got to the Seattle airport, it was like night and day compared to what it felt like in Orlando. It was very crowded. And the gate that we got off of leads down a long hallway, and in this long hallway there were tons of people crowded around waiting to get on a flight. It felt like pre-COVID, how everyone was just crowded together. There was zero social distancing happening, and we had to go through there to get to baggage claim. So we basically held our breath and moved quickly through it and moved on. But yeah, it was pretty darn crowded, which brings us to our one recommendation if you do decide to fly, or whenever you decide to fly, if at that point COVID is still a consideration, is to try to pick flights that are very early in the morning or late at night on any off time, to where it wouldn't be as crowded. That was great when that happened for us.
What was your travel experience like? Are you still not traveling? Are you questioning it? If you have any questions for us, we would love to have a conversation with you in the comment section below. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, thank you so much.
And we'll see you in the next video.
Take care.
Bye.